Hello friends, today as you can see I have with me the new Nokia Lumia 525, which is the successor of Nokia's most successful phone Nokia Lumia 520, and this time Nokia has included 1 GB of RAM that makes this smartphone a complete package. Now the launch price of this smartphone is also very attractive. It's available at around 10,000 rupees in India, that is around 165 USD, which is another reason to buy this smartphone. There is practically no other smartphone with this type of great hardware spec. Now let's dig into the box and let me show you the device and also the accessories. Well, I have the black version, but you can get white, yellow and orange versions, and look at this device. It is absolutely beautiful and the design is, I think, the same as Lumia 520. The back has soft touch rubber coating, and though this is an entry-level phone, there is no trace of that unlike Android devices. There is still no camera flash and no front-facing camera, so looks like this is just a perfected Lumia 520, not an upgraded one. That's why the model name is Lumia 525. Lumia 530 may get these things I'm talking about. Inside the box you are getting the user manual as usual, and the next thing you have is the battery. It's a 1430 mAh battery, which is the same as the previous 520, and as you know 520 has good battery backup for a smartphone. This is the headphone or headset, and it's again the same basic Nokia headset. The clarity from this headset is good, but the buzz and the quality is just okay. There is no gold plating on the 3.5 mm jack, but you cannot expect anything more than this for a phone with this price tag. Next you are getting the charging adapter, which is quite compact, and the last thing inside the box is this typical micro USB to USB data cable. Well, that's all inside the box. Now let's get rid of these things here and let's have a quick look at the hardware and the software of the handset. Well, first of all, let me give you a quick walkthrough of the exterior design. The display here is a 4 inches IPS display with 800 by 480 pixels resolution at 233 ppi, which is good enough for human eye. 4 inches display size is just perfect for a medium-sized hand. You can reach each and every part of the display with your thumb. There is also a scratch-resistant coating on the glass, though it's not a Gorilla Glass. At the top you have got the earpiece along with both proximity and ambient light sensors. Most of the entry-level phones don't have ambient light sensor, as you know. These are the Windows Phone keys, and on the left there is absolutely nothing. At the bottom you have got the port for charging as well as data syncing, and this is the small hole for the microphone. On the right hand side you have got a 2-step camera key because the camera on this phone is an autofocus one. This is the power and this is the volume key. The quality of these keys are excellent, though these keys are somewhat loose and they are moving. By the way, at the top you have got the 3.5 mm headphone port, and at the back you have a 5 megapixels autofocus camera with HD recording, and there is still no camera flash, so that's somewhat disappointing. Even Nokia's new feature phone Asha 502 has got camera flash, so Nokia should really consider an LED flash into all of their smartphones. Well, last but not the least, you have the loudspeaker grill over here. Now if you are a left-handed person or just use this phone with your left hand, you may cover the loudspeaker with your hand, which I experienced on the Lumia 520. That's all on the exterior design. Let's check what inside the back cover. This back cover is giving this phone a good unibody look, just like a premium handset. This is a single SIM phone and takes micro SIM cards in here. This memory card slot is expandable up to 64 GB. Here you go guys, the new Nokia Lumia 525 with Windows Phone 8 Black operating system. It's the simplest and the most user-friendly interface you can find on any smartphone. There is no lag or shuttery experience you will get on this smartphone unlike Android. Let's increase the brightness to show you the real capability of the display. Now you can see the display is decently bright and the colors are looking more vibrant. One thing I should mention here, the display is not that much colorful compared to the clear black display you get on Lumia 620, but here you get a larger display and the color reproduction from this display is not bad actually. If you don't put it side by side with a clear black display, then you are never going to feel that. The benefit of getting a Nokia Lumia is the free services associated with it. For example, with this Nokia Music, you can listen to hundreds and thousands of free songs of different categories according to your mood. So if you don't have any song into your phone, still you can enjoy music on the go and you will find almost all the popular songs trending around the world. After the upgradation of the RAM to 1GB, multitasking has become more powerful, and because of this, Nokia Lumia 525 is now compatible with almost all the applications you get on the store, unlike the previous Lumia 520. As I mentioned before, Windows phones are always very fast unlike Android, because Android has got launchers, widgets, wallpapers and also features which makes the interface laggy and buggy, especially on Samsung devices. This Camera 360 is a nice camera feature and I'll show you this in the in-depth review, so make sure you subscribe and keep in touch. In fact, this 525 has got lots of cool camera features. These Here Maps and Here Drives are another handy services by Nokia. You'll get turn-by-turn navigation from these, and Here Maps is basically the rebranded Nokia Maps. Let me quickly show you the Nokia SmartCam features which are trending across all the smartphones from all the brands. In this mode you will find some nice tweaks, nice effects, and here with this tool you can get the best images out of many. Here you can take an image like this. You can get motion blur with this. This mode will help you getting the best facial expressions. In this mode, you can erase any moving, disturbing parts around your subject. What you have to do is to just put this focus ring on your subject and click on this shutter, which will take some consecutive images. Let me also show you the original camera, which will give you the best quality images. Lumia 520's camera was good, and I think this is the same camera. You can use the two-step camera key here, which is very handy. Well, the shutter is very fast and the image quality is looking quite good. Colors are recorded fine and there is very less noise, as you can see. Outdoor shooting will be much better than this. I'll talk about the quality in the in-depth reviews, so make sure you subscribe and keep in touch. This Bing Vision is basically a QR code scanner and associated with the Bing search tool. This Nokia Express browser here compresses websites and speed up the loading. The People app here is basically the contacts menu, and there is a deep integration of Facebook and Twitter here, so you don't have to even visit Facebook and Twitter through browser. This is the best contacts menu you can find on any smartphone, including Android, iOS, etc. I'll give you a walkthrough of this in the in-depth review because I have to sync my contacts with this phone first. There is a very interesting Windows Phone feature here. It's Kids Corner, and as you know, in this feature you can put some applications open for your kids and lock the phone with a password. Now here on the lock screen, if you swipe left, you can get the Kids Corner and you can put apps like camera, calculator and few games for your kids. So this feature is extremely handy for some of you people. If you are familiar with Windows phones, you know that you can resize these tiles, you can move this anywhere on the screen and bring any application into your home screen. Some of the tiles here are live and you can get your notifications here. You can swipe down to get battery and wireless status. So this Windows Phone 8 operating system is very simple yet beautiful. This is the lock screen and you will get your notifications here, though you cannot access them from here. Well guys, now let's talk about the specifications of this Lumia 525, which are the main reason you are going to buy this smartphone. This features a 1 GHz dual-core Krait processor with premium Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro chipset. The GPU is also very good Adreno 305 and the internal space is 8 GB, which is again excellent for a 10,000 rupees phone, and the RAM is, as you know, 1 GB. Now let's visit gadgetsportal.in. The keyboard is slightly narrow for my hand and I'm not used to typing on a 4 inches displays keyboard, but you will get used to this after a few days of uses. The site has been loaded ultimately. Pinch to zoom is very smooth, and because of the nice resolution, the small text are easily readable. The scrolling is very smooth and apparently there is no flaw in this browser. Well friends, we have come to the end of this review, and so far this is a great phone just like the Nokia Lumia 520, and if your budget is around 10,000 rupees, then you should get this Lumia 525, because at this price point you will get a laggy and cheap looking Android smartphone. Windows phones obviously don't have that much features as Android, so if that's okay for you, then you should get this smartphone at 10,000 rupees. All the Windows phones have the same interface, whether that's a 10,000 rupees Lumia 525 or a 40,000 rupees 1520. So that's another advantage of getting a low budget Windows phone. Well guys, that's all in this review. I hope that you have found it very helpful. So make sure you like this video, comment in the comment section, and also do subscribe to this channel. I'll upload the full in-depth review very soon, so don't miss that. I'll talk about the overall performance of this phone in that review. You can also visit facebook.com/gadgetsportal for more info and updates. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching.